Relationship problems. One of the biggest factors in life for stress. Mind-blowing. For me, as graduating psychology, what I've studied along the way, my specialization in relationships and how to cope with it, I think we have to stick with a common sense approach to solving these problems. In my work with couples, and depending on the day, I'm a bit taken back that two intelligent people can't work through whatever problem they are coming in with on their own. What we then talk about is where they get stuck. Sometimes it is about skills, not really knowing what to do, but more often it is because something pulls a potentially sane conversation into an emotional ditch. What throws me off is that for most of these folks, they're able to work out problems all the time in other relationships in their lives. Talk to the manager at work about the schedule, talking with their friends, a fellow employee, about the squeaky chair, or the offhanded comment that hurt their feelings, without going ballistic. They can do it, be assertive, be rational. And yes, I do know that communication, particularly with partners and those close to you, can get complicated. All those at home emotional triggers kick in. Wounds from the past, the frustration of not feeling listened to and being discounted can push buttons. I am in a relationship myself and I truly understand. Different culture, different age, different lives, different persons. It's all part of trying to grow and love each other and work together as partners. I'd like to propose a common approach to dealing with relationship problems. A map for keeping it simple. And first off, you have to decide what is bothering you. Sorry for my handwriting already. I studied this. I studied handwriting for a little while because I was stunned by the fact that doctors and a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists I see, they write so fast and so bad that I can't even read it. Same for me. Sometimes I can't even read. Well, I can read my own handwriting, but that's a different story. Basically, what happens is the mind thinks so fast that you want to write it down immediately what you think, and therefore it's not really working well together. Same for relationships sometimes. So what's bothering you? Yes, you may have 30 things that bother you, but the goal here is to go for the makeover, but tracking more manageable chunks and hopefully changing how you solve problems overall. Keep it at no more than 3 concrete ones at one sitting. Second, communicate what you want and need. It is extremely important. Again, also here, be specific. I statements, this bothers me, please do this. The key is here is keeping it concrete. Not that you are slob, but it bothers when I see your jacket laying on the floor when I come home, or the socks, that are not being washed and laying around the floor all over. Make it concrete. Third, see what happens next. because what happens next? I can do it, done. Or no, the other person gets angry, his or her own issues, but you never do. Okay, deep breath. Listen to the other's complaint. Is there something they don't understand? Why is this such a big deal? Explain why this is a big deal to you. Is there something they want from you that would make it easier to do? Okay, but don't snap. Don't snap at me as soon as I walk through the door. Or I will, but I want you to not leave your clothes on the floor too. Acknowledge what they want. Stay away from defensiveness and agree to it. Again, think, work, yes, I'll consider your schedule request, says your supervisor. But I need you to get your request to me at the beginning of the week. Got it. Stick to solving the specific problem, not getting into power struggle or stirring up the past. This is what a lot of couples, I see it a lot in my practice, couples bring up the past and this, you did that. Listen, move forward, all right? It happened, we need to talk about it, but once you talked about it, and listen, it happens on both ends, like men, females, mostly females tend to stick in the past a lot, and I come to my fourth point: make the deal. I'll do this, you do that. The tone and underlying emotion, hopefully, is that you both care about each other and want the other to be happy. I'm willing to change this because I care about you. I'm willing to listen and compromise because this is about both of us, not just about me. If that is not there, if you are both in emotional bunkers, this is what you need to talk about first. Really. If there is such a big issue emotionally, try to solve that first before you start talking about that jacket that's laying on the floor. Alright, that's secondary. Primary is, what's your emotional bunker? Why are you not getting out of there? Alright, make it concrete. Don't change the subject. Okay, then be the person you want to be. You can be. Follow through with your end of the bargain. Focus on doing your part. Don't get derailed by little emotional things that can easily derail you. Your stories of unfair or that it won't work, focus instead on keeping your emotions out of the picture as much as possible. Do it for a week. At the end of the week, together, re-evaluate. Thank your partner for the change in effort. The goals here: speak up, be concrete, be willing to make accommodations, stick to your side of the bargain, fix where it's stuck rather than getting angry, passive, aggressive, or caving in. Is it simple? Yes, it is. Is it hard to do? Yes. This is ultimately not about the problem, but the ways individuals and as a couple, you can solve relationship problems without resentment, drama, and emotions. The key here is to be rational, to be an adult. You're halfway there with these tips. Undoubtedly already doing this in other areas of your life. It's just time to bring it home. Oké, nou dat was het.